Hello, welcome to Discover UMES. This is the College Reel. We are your hosts, Camille and
Kamille, Larynn. Today we will be discussing real-life college struggles and strategies. We have here with us today
Bryant,
Evan Crump,
and DeAndre Bonds.
Okay. And what year is this for you at UMES?
I'm a sophomore.
I'm a junior.
I'm a junior too.
Junior? Okay. And what were some first year struggles for you in college?
I would say being away from home and being so far from my family. 6 hours is a very long distance. So not being able to touch them and see them as much as I want to is kind of difficult. But that's pretty much it.
It was the hardest thing was just learning the school part. Because interacting with people, that was cool. That was normal. I talked a lot in high school, so I would talk a lot here. But actually studying for work and getting the work done on time. And teachers in college aren't as lenient as high school teachers. Like, it's not even close.
Their deadlines are their deadlines.
Yeah, the deadline is the deadline. So I had to learn that the hard way, actually. But, I'm used to it now.
Being tense and partying early on. Yeah, I was a little tense.
Okay. And are you guys involved in any activities on campus or anything like that?
Well, I'm the president of UMES Roundtable. I'm a member of My Sister's Keeper. There's a lot. I'm the social media manager for the UMES Intramurals, and I'm on the sophomore class committee.
I'm not in many clubs. She is the president of the social media intramurals thing, and I just play the sports for the intramurals thing.
But that's something.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
involved, you're doing something.
It's something better than nothing.
Right.
I volunteer.
That's good. That's good.
That is good.
Yeah, where do you volunteer at?
Like coming in here and doing work.
Okay, so starting off your college life, what was one of the main struggles that you had?
Being so far away from my family. I'm 6-7 hours away from home. So being out here by myself is kind of different. And this is my first time being by myself. So
Okay.
it was a learning experience.
My hardest thing is starting off college was learning how to study. Cause in high school I never studied. It was easy to get past. But getting here you actually got to look over some things and being responsible, being dedicated to do your work. Cause if ain't nobody there to wake you up like they've been doing for the past 16 years,
Right.
it get hard to wake up for a class 8 in the morning. So it was just being responsible.
Okay.
To me, it was finding the time to be outgoing and when to be reserved.
Okay. And, when you first got here, did you ever see yourself not being in any organizations or wanting to be a part of any?
No, that's just not the type of person I am. I don't know, I'm very sociable. So I knew it was going to happen. So anything that came my way, I was like, oh, sounds fun, let's try it.
Nah, I never had any thoughts of joining any clubs or nothing. Mainly because, I'm social, but I don't like to do stuff like that. But I can still get out and talk to people. But I never thought about joining the club. Not before I got here, at least.
Yeah, I kind of stick to myself. Well, I'm a new transfer here, and I've been trying to get into different things. So it's a work in progress.
Okay, so you said that you're a transfer here and get into different things. That leads me into this. When you are transitioning, for people that are transfer students or transitioning from high school into college, what are some things that you feel like helped you transition from such a different place, like you have a different mindset in one area than being here?
Understanding why you're here.
Okay. Can you speak more on that?
Just knowing why you came to college, because there is a college life. There's not a lot about that. There's a life to get into socially, but we here for academically, and it took me a couple years to get that. So, yeah, that's something you gotta get early.
Okay. Does anybody else want to speak on that? Having that transitional period, you're involved in so many things. What was your incentive to join things, and what helped you?
My mom, really, when I was in high school, she was very easy on me not being in things. But when I got to college, she said, this is where you build your platform. This is where you build your portfolio. So this is what you have to do.
Wow. And what's your major?
I'm an English major.
English major? Okay. What's your major?
I'm an English major as well.
Okay.
I'm an English major too.
Everybody's English major. So what were some of your incentives to join organizations, and like put yourself out there and not being afraid, like getting over, I don't know if you have like a fear of making new friends or putting yourself out there, rejection, like I don't know this, are they gonna let me sit with them, like what,
I would say
like, what was helped you?
And my cousin, I would say that too. My mom in high school, she wasn't really hard on me on doing stuff. She more so wanted me to graduate and go to college. So once I got here, she was like, okay, now it's time to like build your portfolio. And my cousin, he's a DJ. So whatever events he would go to, I would automatically be on stage. So I just had to grow that personality of getting to know people and like being in the crowd. Like, okay, now you guys see me. Now I have to talk, and it's a lot that comes with that. So it was no other choice.
I mean, making me want to do stuff was like, I would just be bored, so I needed something to do, get out. Like, I got friends who wouldn't do stuff like this, so like, getting away from them sometimes and doing stuff like this, I would just be bored, so it gave me something to do, pass time.
Sometimes I just don't like feeling like I'm just dedicating all my work to studying sometimes. That's just it. Like I get caught up with my studies. It's just like you need to take a break, you know, before you stress yourself out, over cram and dry out. So yeah.
So you spoke on like stressing yourself out and like the work, like the workload and things like that. So what are some things that you do to keep your mental health in check? So you're like, oh, it's so much work, I have to have a social life and things like that. What are some things that you do?
You may not believe it, but I go see the therapist on campus. I see it back at home too. I graduated back at home, but I still see it on campus there and then ago. So
that's good that you take charge of your mental health. So what are some things that you guys do?
I mean, personally, like, I play the game, listen to music, hang out. I go to the gym, like, to play basketball, I shoot around. Being in the gym is fun. It's a lot of people, so the noise, like, help you not think about certain things.
Okay.
I just get a little me time, a little girl time. There's nothing wrong with that. Just usually get in my room, light a candle, get a book or something, and listen to some music, some Beyonce, of course.
Okay. And what are some, like, till this day, like, still some main struggles that you haven't still got over yet that you've had from your first year?
Time management, because I like to have fun. So when there's activities going on campus and I have class, like say I got class at 12, it's always like, well, in the back of my head, I'm like, well, last week we didn't do anything, so maybe I should go to this party. But it always hit me like I got more stuff to do, so I just stay in class.
Like a lingering problem that I had since freshman year is my sleep schedule. I just, like, I can't get it right, because, I mean, I stay up late because, I mean, I don't see the point of going to sleep early. But it's always people in my room during the day, so I can't take naps. I never take naps, and it's hard for me to sleep during the day anyway, so my sleep schedule is the worst thing.
So when you guys first got here, was it hard for you guys to keep in contact with your family, like at home, like managing school, going to school, and, you know, like calling your parents?
Nah, my grandma calls me every day at 1:30. Like every day, like since I've got to college. My mom calls me once a week. My dad calls me every day. I don't know. They miss me way more. So they're gonna call whether I'm in the middle of like literally. My mom called me during class one day to sing the Wakanda song. So nah, it's not hard to get in touch. They're gonna find a way.
Yeah, it wasn't hard at all. It's crazy because my mom actually called me, like, I think last Friday, because she got mad because I didn't call her all week. So, I mean, for me personally, I usually call, like, I got time. I don't talk to my dad, but, I mean, ain't much to talk about. But my mom, I call her every once in a while. I call her daily. My grandparents, I talk to them daily. So falling out of touch with people is, like, very difficult. It can't happen in my family.
My family calls me, so yeah, just like everyone else's, but it's like you just gotta find time when to talk to them, when not to talk to them.
Yeah.
Short phone calls, real short phone calls.
So DeAndre, I know you said you did transfer here this semester?
Mm-hmm.
This semester. So, like, how was it being the new person on campus? Because I know myself, I did transfer here last semester, and it was pretty hard adjusting. So how has your adjusting been going?
It's been okay. You know, you got to deal with other people, what they think about campus already, while you're trying to make your own way and trying to make your own thought of where you at. But it's a little surreal because you're like a little speck in the middle of a big old pond, you know. But I'm swimming around trying to find my way, you know. But at the end of the day, it's still college. It's still the same experiences I had previously, you know what I'm saying?
just different people in a different environment.
What are some strategies that you use to stay responsible?
To keep up your grades, to stay focused.
I just stay. Now that I live off campus, I only come on campus during my class time. So if after like 2 o'clock, I'm usually off campus. So that way I won't do anything that interferes with my education and homework.
I'll be like, I mean, to keep myself busy, like, or not to say keep myself busy, but to keep myself, to make sure I do my work, I kind of like turn my phone off, because if I look at my, like, Twitter can distract you for like 40 minutes to an hour by just scrolling, and then you check all 3 of your social medias.
Right.
Like by that time, 2 hours
The
done
whole day
passed.
done
So
gone.
eventually, like sometimes you just gotta put my phone down and look at the work.
For at least 3 hours every day, I like trap myself in my room and like decide on doing work. Like if I know I don't have any work to do, I kind of just look up stuff. And
Well, I know that you mentioned that you go to the counseling services. What are some ways that you two utilize the campus resources to help you with day-to-day or anything?
Would the library be a resource? Because I use that a lot.
Yes, because the library is definitely on campus.
I use that a lot. I usually just go in the library and I get a room and I do some homework, or I go in talks, which is very weird. But I have the best time in talks, even though they just being there sweaty and playing basketball. It's really peaceful. It's really chill because like you're just laughing. It's like so many personalities, and it's just a time to relax and kick back and watch them do what they do.
Yeah, I didn't study for whole quizzes and tests in talks, because I mean, if you go up top, there's never
Nobody
anyone
up
up
there.
there, so you could actually like take your stuff up there and pay attention. And
Even
it's
if
some
you go
the middle of the day
top.
is actually kind of quiet.
Yes.
But I mean, other campus resources I use. I mean, I use the WEPA printers over on campus, so I mean that's a resource. I'm in Waters and some days until 4 o'clock when it closes. So I use the computers all over campus. I would say that.
We want to thank you for joining us today. Thanks for tuning in with us at the College Reel. We are your hosts,
Camille.
and Kamille, Larynn. Tune in next time.